after a ritual in the Great Pyramid, I think the Bornless one or something like that, Aleister Crowley and his wife, Rose Kelly, they went to the Cairo Museum and found an interesting artifact on March 23rd, 1904. And that artifact was the Balak 666. And over 19 days, somewhere in that period, it was translated. Now, Aleister Crowley, his wife, had an experience there, and it's, it's like, she's not the experienced magician, I am. But spiritual experience doesn't work like that, and I feel that I shouldn't refute or deny the experience of Aleister Crowley, or claim that he's not a sectarian prophet. But I certainly don't consider his teachings to be spiritually authoritative for me. I respect him as a scholar and as a mystic, and that is what I am going to do when I go over this with you. Now, I'm showing you a facsimile of the original manuscript. I think it's brown and yellow, if I recall right. And in 3 parts. Now, I don't necessarily think that Nuit, Hadit, Rahok, Hewitts, and the others are beings that I'm going to worship. And some of the teachings are not as it. But he's sort of the quintessential New Age prophet. Now, I know I have said stuff about Harold Klemp and the New Age religion, which he had renamed to the Religion of Light and Sound. But here goes. Liber Al vel Legis, Figura CCXX, as delivered by XCIII, equals 418. 2DCLXVI. Now I know 500, 150, 10, 5, 1. The Roman numerals, I'm not saying. Publication Class A. So here goes. Hadit, the manifestation of Nuit. The unveiling of the company of heaven. Every man and every woman is a star. Every number is infinite, there is no difference. Help me, O warrior, lord of Thebes, in my unveiling before the children of men. Be thou, O Hadit, my secret center, my heart, my tongue. My heart and my tongue, yeah. Be thou, Hadit, my secret center, my heart and my tongue. Behold, it is revealed by Aiwass, the minister of Hor Par Krat. The cobs is in the coup, not the coup in the cobs. Worship then not the cobs, and behold my light shed over you. Let my servants be few and secret, they shall rule the many and the known. These are the fools that men adore, both their gods and their men are fools. Come forth, O children, under the stars, and take your fill of love. I am above you, and in you. My ecstasy is in yours. My joy is to see your joy. Above the gemmed azure is the naked splendor of Nuit. She bends in ecstasy to kiss the secret ardors of Hadit. The winged globe, the starry blue are mine, O Ankh Af Na Kansu. Now ye shall know the chosen priest, an apostle of infinite space, is the prince priest, the beast, in his woman called the Scarlet Woman, in all power given. They shall gather the children into their fold. They shall bring the glory of the stars into the heart of men. For he is ever a sun, and she a moon, but to him is the winged secret flame, and to her the stooping starlight, but ye are not so chosen. Burn upon their brows, O splendorous serpent. O azure-lidded woman, bend upon them. The key of the rituals is in the secret word, which I have given unto him. With the god and the adorer I am nothing. They do not see me. They are as upon the earth. I am heaven, and there is no other god than me, and my Lord Hadit. Now, therefore, I am known to ye by my name Nuit, and to him by a secret name, which I will give to him, when at last he knoweth me, since I am infinite space, and the infinite stars thereof. Do ye also thus, bind nothing. Let there be no difference made among you between any one thing and any other thing, for thereby cometh hurt. But whoso availeth in this, let him be the chief of all. I am Nuit, my word is 56. Divide, add, multiply, and understand. Then saith the prophet and the slave of the beauteous one, Who am I, and what shall be the sign? So she answered him, bending down, a lambent flame of blue, all touching, all penetrant, her lovely hands upon the black earth, and her lithe body arched for love, and her soft feet not hurting the little flowers. Thou knowest, and the sign shall be my ecstasy, and the consciousness of the continuity of existence, the omnipresence of my body. Then the priest answered and said unto the queen of space, kissing her lovely brow, and the dew of her light bathing his whole body in a sweet-smelling perfume of sweat, O Nuit, continuous one of heaven, let it be ever thus, that men speak not of thee as one, but as none, and let them speak not of thee at all, since thou art continuous. None breathe the light, faint and fiery of the stars, and two. For I am divided for love's sake, and the chance of union. This is the creation of the world, and the pain of division is as nothing, and the joy of dissolution all. For the fools of men and their woes care thou not at all. They feel little what is balanced by weak joys, but ye are my chosen ones. Obey my prophet, Obey my prophet, follow out the ordeals of my knowledge, seek me only, then the joys of my love will redeem ye from all pain. This is so, I swear by the vault of my body, by my sacred heart and tongue, by all I can give, by all I desire of ye all. Then the priest fell into a deep trance or swoon, and said unto the queen of heaven, write unto us the ordeals, write unto us the rituals, write unto us the law. But she said, the ordeals I write not, the rituals shall be half known and half concealed, the law is for all. This that thou writest is the threefold book of the law. My scribe Ankh Ath Na Khansu, the priest of the princes, shall not in one letter change this book, but lest there be folly, he shall comment thereon upon by the wisdom of Ra-Hor-Kuet. Also the mantras and spells, the obeya and the wanga, the work of the wand and the work of the sword, these he shall learn and teach. He must teach, but he may make severe the ordeals. The word of the law is thelhma. who calls us Thelemites, will do no wrong, if he look but close into the word, for there are therein 3 grades, the hermit and the lover, and the man of earth. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. The word of sin is restriction. O man, refuse not thy wife, if she will. O lover, if thou wilt depart, there is no bond that can unite the divided but love. All else is a curse. Accursed, accursed, beat to the aeons. Hell. Let it be that the state of manyhood bound and loathing, so with thy all thou hast no right but to do thy will. Do that, and no other shall say nay, for pure will unassuaged of purpose, delivered from the lust of result, is every way perfect. The perfect and the perfect are one perfect, not 2, nay, are none. Nothing is a secret key of this law. 61 the Jews call it, and I call it 8. 80, 418. But they have the half. Unite by thine art, so that all disappear. My prophet is a fool with his 1, 1, 1. Are not they the ox, and none by the book? Abrogate are all rituals and ordeals, all words and signs. Ra Hor Cuit hath taken his seat in the east, and the equinox of the gods. Let Asar be with Isa, who also are one. But they are not of me. Let Asar be the adorant, Isa the sufferer. Hor in his secret name and splendor is the Lord initiating. There is a word to say about the hierophantic task. Behold, there are 3 ordeals in one, and it may be given in 3 ways. The gross must pass through the fire. Let the fine be tried in the intellect, and the lofty chosen ones in the highest. Thus ye have star and star, system and system. Let not one know well the other. There are 4 gates to one palace. The floor of that palace is of silver and gold. Lapis lazuli and jasper are there, and all rare scents, jasmine and rose, and the emblems of death. Let him enter in turn, or at once the 4 gates. Let him stand on the floor of the palace. Will he not sink? Amen. Ho! Warrior, if thy servants sink, but there are means and means. Be goodly, therefore, dress ye all in fine apparel, eat rich foods, and drink sweet wines, and wines that foam. Also take your fill and will of love as ye will, when, where, and with whom ye will, but also unto me. If this be not aright, if ye confound the space marked saying, they are one, or saying, they are many, if the ritual be not ever unto me, then expect the directful judgments of Ra Hor Cuit. This shall regenerate the world, the little world, my sister, my heart and my tongue, unto whom I send this kiss. Also, O scribe and prophet, though thou be of the princes, it shall not assuage thee, nor absolve thee, but ecstasy be thine, and the joy of the earth, ever to me. Change not as much as the style of a letter, for behold, thou, a prophet, shall not behold all these mysteries hidden therein. The child of thy bowels, he shall behold them. Expect him not from the east, nor from the west, for from no expected house cometh that child. Aum. All words are sacred and all prophets true, save only that they understand a little, solve the first half of the equation, leave the second unattacked. But thou hast all in the clear light, and some, though not all, in the dark. Invoke me under the stars. Love is the law, love under will. Nor let the fools mistake love, for there are love and love. There's the dove and there's the serpent. Choose ye well. He my prophet hath chosen, knowing the law, the fortress, and the great mystery of the house of God. All these old letters of my book are aright, but Thade is not the star. This also is a secret. My prophet shall reveal it unto the wise. I give unimaginable joys on earth, certainty, not faith, while in life, upon death, peace unutterable, rest, ecstasy, nor do I demand aught in sacrifice. My incense is of resinous woods and gums, and there is no blood therein because of my hair and the trees of eternity. My number is 11, as all their numbers who are of us, the 5-pointed star with a circle in the middle, and the circle is red. My color is black to the blind, but blue and gold are seen of the seeing. Also, I have a secret glory for them that love me. But to love me is better than all things. If under the night stars in the desert thou presently burnest mine incense before me, invoking me with a pure heart, and the serpent flame therein, thou shalt come to a little to lie in my bosom. For one kiss wilt thou then be willing to give all, but whoso gives one particle of dust shall lose all in that hour. Ye shall gather goods and store of women and spices, ye shall wear rich jewels, ye shall exceed the nations of the earth in splendor and pride, but always in the love of me. So shall ye come to my joy. I charge you earnestly to come before me in a single robe, and covered with a rich headdress. I love you. I yearn to you, pale or purple, veiled or voluptuous. I, who am all pleasure and purple, and drunkenness of the innermost sense, desire you. Put on the wings and arouse the coiled splendor within you. Come unto me. All my meetings with you shall the priestess say, and her eyes shall burn with the desire as she stands bare and rejoicing in my secret temple, to me, calling forth the flame of the hearts of all in her love chant. Sing the rapturous love song unto me, burn to me perfumes, wear to me jewels, drink to me, for I love you, I love you. I am the blue-lidded daughter of sunset. I am the naked brilliance of the voluptuous night sky. To me, the manifestation of Nuit is at an end. So, I tried to go that to indicate the change of the chapters, because I'm doing the recording myself. And so it's 66 times, right? And 66 verses comes out to the numeric value of Allah. And so there's a difference that you will see here between the revelation of, the book of nature, the book of man. Well, you can manipulate your own book, right? You can do stuff to nature, but the inspiration that comes through there, the teaching that comes through there, and the spirit world. And the Balaka, or the light beings, and being the ones that bring the revelation of God, there's a difference that one will see between here and what is claimed for other revelations. And I am checking to see if I wrote any comment in previous years. 2-pointed star with a circle in the middle, and the circle is red. Very interesting gesture there, but That would be verse 60. But you have a symbolic interaction, because it's kind of condemning this basic polytheism that's just a bunch of projections, right? But then it's saying, well, you know, when it comes to beings that are wanting to be chosen deities, or beings that are chosen as deities for people, it's like, well, there is no other god, or, oh, only the other gods in the pantheon, right? You know, no god where I am in that. And Thade is the man lying on the side, that glyph. And it's what makes the Thoth tarot, and tarot's inspired by it, because, you know, you got this guy for the emperor crossing his legs, and you don't know whether the order, you know, because that's the double bend in the zodiac, you know, the scales, the la and the tha, the ha and the tha, those are also two twists upon the zodiac. Now, instead of using drugs, let's try to have these experiences without drugs, because certainly our minds and our bodies are capable of such. Now, whether it's a prophet that's having confirmatory experiences, on the left, the prophet of the sectarian prophet, and then the prophet of Satan, or the messenger prophet, you know, the avatar, and the exemplar prophet, which also could be in the avatar criteria. The law, you know, dilemma is sort of a Epicurean sort of thing, because they're trying to maximize their pleasure, but they're also trying to live this life for its terms, which means understanding for its terms. The Cobbs, the Khu is the exalted, the lifted up soul, and the Cobbs is sort of the shadow soul. And every man and woman is a star, sort of. You fold your legs over and your arms together, you're kind of forming a six-pointed star from above, the sun in the middle. And the five-pointed star, you spread your arms and legs out, you know, you're a five-pointed star. So when you trace those stars, you follow the patterns along your body and work on that sense of awareness. The pentagram and hexagram rituals are so much better when you do it that way. Be ready to make the offerings, and follow the rules, and don't change. Whether you consider it authoritative to yourself or not, if it's a real, direct inspiration, if it's a real spiritual experience, you're not just, well, I think this is good. It's not. If it's more than scholarly, be truthful. Don't change these experiences at all. Comment. Say you're having a comment, you know, fill in the blanks, but say, you know, this isn't the experience. So, what authority do we have to change the experiences of others? But as far as the mysteries, both in the actual form of Mr. Crowley's Book of the Law that he received there 3 days in a row in Cairo, because he had the experience based on those tablets. I mean, that was what it could have made possible. The ritual, his wife's experience, that, and it was time for him to have his own experience. So, be prepared to experience any scripture that you read. And I'll read more scriptures, I'll give more experiences, and there's much more I could say probably, but I'm going to stop there, because it's up to everybody to interpret for themselves, honestly, any spiritual claims.